Welcome back. Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. Yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame.
You're watching Young Tripp Reactions, the show where rapper Young Tripp reacts to the latest videos on crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready, because the show's about to start. Let's go.
Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The first video we're going to do is woman says her parents won't meet her black boyfriend. She claims that they're racist. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. My links to my professional FB and my professional Instagram will be pinned at the top of the chat, and the link in the description and at the top of the chat in the pinned comment. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram as well too. Let me know about the civil rights attorneys involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved, where I can join them in the fight for justice for you or your loved one. If it does involve a friend or a loved one, and the same thing applies to you, if they want to come on to tell their story, they're more than welcome. Or you can come on and tell it for them. If they want a relative or friend to come on and do it, that's fine too. Either way is fine. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram. Let's get into this.
I have been dating a black man for the past several years, and I thought it would be time for my dad to meet him. So I texted and asked him if he would meet, never responded. So finally, I was able to FaceTime him, and he said absolutely not. He got really upset, saying that he doesn't accept this. He wants nothing to do with meeting this man. And he just kept saying over and over again, no black people, no black people. The following day, I asked him again. I thought maybe he just needed some time to process things. And again, he got even angrier than he did the day before and told me, no black people, no black people. They're no good. I don't want you to do anything with him. Cut it off. Cut your losses. You can find somebody else. And he...
So no black people, no black people. So clearly her father is racist and claiming that every black person is no good. Okay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Hung up the phone on me. people, no black people. They're no good. I don't want you to do anything with him. Cut it off. Cut your losses. You can find somebody else. And he hung up the phone on me. There's going to be a point in time where I ultimately will have to choose between my parents and my life. And it's looking more like I'm going to have to cut everybody out of my life. I don't know what it is, but my parents, when I talk to them, they make me second guess everything that I do. When I held them at a distance, I was more confident. I was able to focus and just be happy. But every time they come back into my life, I feel like I reverted back to being a 6-year-old with no direction in life. I feel lost. I'm second guessing everything that I've done in the past several years. Racist will.
Let me back up for a minute. I want to go back to her before we deep dive into it. So, number one.
Advertisement, yeah.
Are you telling me you didn't know?
Racist will.
Let me back up for a minute. I want to go back to her before we deep dive into it. So, number one, are you telling me you didn't know what your parents' sentiment was before you got into this whole relationship? Are you telling me that you're confused about the position that they are in or the position that they are taking when it comes to your relationship? You the one that said that you just called them. All right? Now, I mean, come on, y'all. Let's just be 100%. She's saying that she's feeling like her parents is taking her back to a certain time, but then at the same time, she's the person that called her parents in order to get him to accept the person that she's dating. Now, I'm going to deep dive a little bit and say that, first and foremost, it's even crazy to think that children are on the internet exposing their parents and saying that their parents are racist so that they can get some visibility for likes and views. The second thing is, I don't believe that anybody should be racist. And so I want to preface everything that I'm saying by saying that people that don't like people just purely because of their skin color, I don't like them. I'm not for it. I don't care if you're talking about black people. I don't care if you're talking about white people. I don't care what end of the spectrum or what part of the rainbow that you're deep diving into. If you don't like somebody purely because of the color of their skin, you have a problem and you have some things that you got to work out. I don't know where you got it from. I don't know why that's a thing for you. I don't know what you need to solve as a result of it, but you need to do some soul searching.
Anton needs to help his friend with that. Y'all know who I'm talking about for my people who've been watching me for a while. He need to help his friend. He need to take a trip to D.C. and go help his friend. Let's continue.
But I find it incredible things that you got to work out. I don't know where you got it from. I don't know why that's a thing for you. I don't know what you need to solve as a result of it, but you need to do some soul searching. But I find it incredibly cap for this woman to sit there and act like she didn't know that her parents didn't want her to date a black guy, which, to be honest with you, we in the culture have developed a negative reputation because the people that get the most visibility and the ones that end up on the news the most are the ones that make us look the worst. And so a lot of times they don't want you associating with the culture, and it may not be, on the individual. And should he meet the individual? Probably. But he has preferences, and you have an opportunity to be able to make a decision for yourself on whether or not you prefer to chase love with this guy that you're in a relationship with, or if you're going to focus more on what your parents is talking about. But either way, for her to sit here and act like she don't understand what's going on, or what the sentiment of her parents was, and she grew up with them, it's cap. I call on cap.
Right, she know her parents. They her parents. She know them. She know how they move. She know how they act. So what's the point of getting on TikTok? You just getting on TikTok to drive up views because you know it's going to get you a lot of views. It may bring you a little change. And so she's willing to get change on behalf of her parents. Absolutely insane. I don't know if I would say insane. Maybe that's not the right word, but I just don't know if that's what you. I can't say I would. I don't know if I would do that, but I don't think I would do that. But I don't know. I guess it would just depend on the situation. But something like this, I don't know. I don't know where I stand on something like this. It would have to be real, real serious. And to her, because she's probably really in love with this guy, it is. So maybe she's not doing it for views and likes. I'll even take that off the table too. I know Anton is saying maybe she's doing it for that, but I really don't know. You would have to really ask her. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. I'll need to hear more. Let's continue.
I don't like when people exploit play. For her to sit here and act like she don't understand what's going on, or what the sentiment of her parents was, and she grew up with them. It's cap. I call all cap. I don't like when people exploit people that are closest to them, that they still have a relationship for, just for likes and views and clicks on the internet. And it's not going to benefit them, and it's probably going to make her parents look even worse to the people that know them, that follow her on the internet. But I call cap. I think that she already knew a lot, way before that, her parents felt the way that they felt, or her father felt the way that he felt about black people. This is not new news for her.
It's racist.
I believe that part. Let's continue. That Anton was saying at the end of that particular video.
Will make exceptions to the
father felt the way that he felt about black people. This is not new news for her.
Racists will make exceptions to their racism. I'm mixed, black and white, and I was raised by my white family, and several of my family members are racist. No, not all of my white family members are racist. However, there are a large number of them that are racist.
How are they? But they racist, but they accepted you, and you and you online tell you biracial. You was raised by your white family. Unless you about to tell us they hated you, did crazy stuff to you, you had to be taken away and put in foster care because they locked you in a basement or something. Your family was racist towards people that they weren't related to, that was African American or some other race. Come on, man. Why are you online saying this unless they treated you bad? But your family is racist towards people that's not related to them. Again, we're not excusing racism, so you shouldn't be racist at all. But again, why are you online talking about your family being racist if they weren't racist towards you and you are biracial? That is absolutely crazy and absolutely insane. Why do you need to expose your family like this? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And you should help them knowing that you are related to them and you are biracial. Let's continue.
They'll never admit it. No, not all of my white family members are racist. However, there are a large number of them that are racist. They'll never admit it, but they are, just like most racists. And one of the reasons that they'll use to justify the fact that they're not racist is their love for me and my siblings, or their black friends, or the black people that...
So you and your black siblings that they accepted as their relatives, as their nieces, as their nephew, as their daughter. Well, obviously your parents can't be racist because your mom dated a black man. But your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your whatever, they've all accepted you and your siblings, but they are racist. People don't really even understand what racism is. Racism is that you have a true hatred for a group of people, and it doesn't matter what the circumstances is. I've heard of people that are racist. I know people that have relatives who are racist or was racist because they're no longer living. Racism is a true hatred for a group of individuals. So like if somebody says, I hate all blind or visually impaired people, that is a deep hatred / I guess you could say like racism towards people who have vision issues. I hate all Caucasians. That is pure hatred, which means that you don't have no friends like that or no nothing. This lady said this lady said her relatives have black friends. They accepted them in their siblings. That's not racism. I guess they don't like nobody that they not friends with. They hate blacks or people of other backgrounds outside of Caucasian that they don't know or that they're not friends with, which still you shouldn't be that way because you don't know, you may end up really being friends with that person. So yeah, this is not that. That's just that they don't like people of a different race that they don't know, and you shouldn't be like that either. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. People will do anything for clicks on TikTok. It is crazy, bro. Let's continue.
They choose to date will justify the fact that they're not racist is their love for me and my siblings, or their black friends, or the black people that they choose to date romantically. So I was 5 or 6, and kids, we are.
So they even date black people romantically. I'm starting to think that she talking about her own mama. Bruh. No, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy, because they date black people. She got to be talking about her mama and maybe some other relatives, some aunties and people. So unless you dating them romantically too, I'm cool with them too. I'm cool with they family and people too. But I hate people when I'm just walking down the street and I see a black person just walking down the street, or I see a Caucasian person just walking down the street. Bruh. This lady crazy. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Used to play with everybody in the friends, or the black people that they choose to date romantically. So I was 5 or 6, and kids, we all used to play with everybody in the neighborhood. So we're outside playing, we're doing our thing in my great-grandparents' yard. I go inside to get me a drink of water, and my pawpaw, that's what I call him, my pawpaw looks at me and he says, "Get them."
Have you heard about pop-on siding?
Advertising, y'all. Hold on.
We need 50 homeowners in your area to trial this radically simple new siding service. Get this, at no cost to try. This service is part of a program.
Tried to get me a drink of water, and my pawpaw, that's what I call him, my pawpaw looks at me and he says, "Get them ninjas, hardy R's, out of my yard." Mind you, I'm a child. That was my first time ever hearing that word. And I was so confused. I said, "Pawpaw, what's a hardy R?" I remember my mama, his wife, she was the sweetest lady ever. However, she was complicit in it. She said, "Don't worry about it. You just go outside and play. Don't worry about that." So I went outside. I went back outside with my friends, and I said, "Y'all, my papa said we got to get out of his yard." So we all went over to the neighbor's house. I did not understand until I was older and started reflecting and looking back just how fucked up that was. And y'all, that's just one story of many. Now that I'm older, I reflect on so much, and I'm sorry. I'm on my healing journey. I'm trying my damnedest. But
Why is everybody always healing on the internet? And why do people need the internet to heal?
And healing with a bag from the internet, because that's exactly why she on here telling it, so she can get a bag off of it. Why you healing through the internet? Why you ain't healing with a therapist? Or why didn't you get a therapist back in school, your social worker or somebody through school to heal? Why are you healing as an adult now through online? So then you can just put your great-grandfather, who's probably no longer here, on blast where he can't even defend himself. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
There's a
healing journey. I'm trying my damnedest. But
why is everybody always healing on the internet? And why do people need the internet to heal? There's a segment in a group of people that were born at a certain time and at a certain age, and there's no excuse for it. You know, you're supposed to grow out of it. You're supposed to evolve. There's a people that were born of a certain generation that are racist. They are 100%. They don't like people purely based off of the color of their skin. There are white people that was born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s that don't like black people just purely off of the color of their skin. Don't like Asians, don't like this, purely off of the fact that they are what they were born as. And they may have become more tolerant of it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they have grown out of it. And it's the same with black people, to be honest with you. I know some black people that are older and younger. The younger ones have no excuse, but I have some black people I know some black people that are older. They're not changing their ways. They don't care. They talk about white people like they are dogs. I'm pretty sure that there are white people that talk about black people like they are dogs. And these people are going to be dying off sooner rather than later. So I guess the question that we need to be asking ourselves is, are we carrying along the same, are we carrying that torch? Are we burying it by continuing to perpetuate the same thing? Or are we going to let it die with them?
I know there's a lot of y'all that resonate with the same exact thing. If y'all want to tell y'all stories, I would love to hear them. I would love to talk about it. There's some shared experiences. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all don't understand just how deep racism cuts, especially from people who love you and make you exceptions to their hatred. And I'm having the toughest time as an adult navigating that side of my family. I will be discussing this topic a lot more because it is time for me to heal from some shit. And I have...
So you're going to be discussing it on the internet because it's time for you to heal from it. A lot of times, and this is what I was saying about people that don't let it die with the previous generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make that now a part of their entire personality. In every single thing that they talk about, every single thing that they perpetuate, every in-person conversation is probably something around this exact same thing, and then they define it as that's their healing journey.
Quiet on it for so long because I did not want those people who claim to love me unconditionally to feel any type of way. And you know what? It's my fucking truth. It's my truth, my lived experiences. I will speak on it because it's real shit that happens every day.
My family is racist. Let's talk about it. Specifically, my brothers, they were just making jokes about if there was a white man and a black man in front of you guys and they were both aggressive and you had a gun, which one would you kill first? And they didn't say it was the white man. First of all, what kind of freaking question is that? Second of all, that's not funny. Third of all, when I get defensive, and I'm like, well, that is really messed up to say, don't say that. The statistics in America. According to statistics in America. And then let's go to ChatGPT to clarify the statistic in America. It's so messed up, and I called them out for being racist. And one of them was like, yeah, I'm racist, and I'm proud to be racist.
That's insane. That is insane. But let's continue.
It's so messed up, and I called them out for being racist. And one of them was like, yeah, I'm racist, and I'm proud to be racist. What the frick? And it's so crazy that this is happening. And I think what's worse is the fact that, I'm related to them. How embarrassing. And what's even worse is,
So, and then you decide to get online and tell about what they said to embarrass yourself and your family even more. That's your response. Oh, people just don't get it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
How much, they don't care. This is happening. And I think what's worse is the fact that, I'm related to them. Like, how embarrassing. And what's even worse is, like, how much, like, they don't care. That is so freaking crazy to me. They call every Hispanic person that looks...
Now, you can sell physical products on Amazon and compete with thousands of other people selling physical products, or you can sell digital products on Amazon and compete with almost no one. You see, I use a brand new platform.
What's even worse is, like, how much, like, they don't care. That is so freaking crazy to me. They call every Hispanic person that looks even slightly Hispanic, Mexican. They call all Asians Chinese, and they don't even want to learn that there's a difference. And you know what sucks even more is that we're all doing this in the name of Jesus and God, and that God would be pro-ICE, and that Jesus would be pro-Trump. And I'm like...
Wait, how is the two correlated? What does ICE and Trump have to do with the fact that your family, brothers, or whatever, are racist and carrying the legacy of their parents and their grandparents who obviously felt the same and taught them the same thing? And see, that's what my hard stop is because, listen, Trump has always been integrated into the black community all the way up.
No, he's not. Anton, let's not even go there. No, he's not. He even said at the beginning of his first term, send all the blacks back to Africa. You only want to say that he's not like that because you support him, you rock with him, and so that's why, and you vote Republican and all that other stuff. Oh, I knew this was coming. Oh, godly. But at the end of the day, you switch sides. You used to vote Democrat, now you vote Republican and all that. Trump does not like you, me, or anybody who look like me or you, especially knowing from when he was born and all that. No, no, no. Anton, let's continue.
To the time that he did the same thing. And see, that's what my hard stop is because, listen, Trump has always been integrated into the black community all the way up until the time that he decided to run for president. How does this have anything to do with Trump? How does this have anything to do with ICE? ICE is getting rid of and deporting people that are not supposed to be in this country. They are here illegally. Obama did the same thing and nobody said anything about it. So now it makes me start to question what she's talking about and question her credibility because how is one related to the other?
No, Anton, you're not saying that because of that. You saying that because you mad because she brought up the person that you rock with. You mad because she brought up the person that you rock with. That's the only reason. You was all cool with what she said until she brought up who you rock with. And you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You was all stay on the same lane you was in. Because what's his face, if you stepped in front of what's his face, he wouldn't care nothing about you. He'll look right past you, bro. The only reason why he'll look at you is because you got money. Other than that, he don't care nothing about you, just like how he don't care nothing about me. That's just the truth. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And I'm sorry, y'all. I figured that this thing was gonna go political. But, I always like to apologize to my audience because I want all people to subscribe. I want all people on the channel, and so I try to keep politics out unless it's a politics video, and I always put that in the title. But Anton's videos always end up going there. Let's continue.
What does that have to do? What she's talking about and question her credibility because how is one related to the other? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
I wanted nothing to do more with you guys in my life. I'm laughing because of not because it's funny, but because it's my dog. It's like a nervous response. What? And no wonder the black community is always on guard with people like us. No wonder anytime people hear that you love Jesus or you love God, they want to run. It's because of this. Anyways, it's just like heartbreaking.
What does God have to do with anything? What does that have to do with
And like, I don't even really care that like I'm deemed the sensitive one, the emotional one, because I'm constantly calling them out. I'm the victim and I'm always trying to pick a fight. But like, I'm really proud of myself for like, every time anything has been said, I have stuck up. I've been like, you can't say that. That is not just disrespectful. That is racist. They throw around the N-word like it's funny. My white brothers. What? You can't say that. And anytime I like call them out for saying that, they say it even more. Because they can do whatever they want. And their excuse is that America is a free country and we have the freedom of speech. And I'm not crying because I feel like taken out or beaten down. I'm weeping because like, this is what's wrong with this world. Like, this is why we have so much hate. And it's so frustrating because we're the problem. And in a way, like, I'm encouraged that there's like people like me and the friends I have at home that like are not like this. I will call you out if you're being racist. I will call you out if you're being insensitive. And I'm really proud of that because that used to not be me. And I'm not scared of people anymore. It's just also really sad that it's like we know that this is happening, but it makes it like a million times worse when it's your family.
Let me know what you guys think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into their Patreon. Link is in the description. We're doing some great things on the Patreon. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Smokehouse Chicken is back.
Advertisement, y'all.
Lemon pepper rub has everybody acting up. Only at churches.
Yes. Join Jack Johnson
right
on his
now.
Surf Film Music 2026 Summer Tour with very...
Yeah, I knew he was going to end on that video as well, too. People got to stop being racist. This is absolutely insane. But we know it's going to continue. And we just got to, for people who's not racist, just keep being who we are and keep doing what we're doing. And, hold people accountable for when they are racist or be an uncivilized cop or whatever it is that they're doing. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. My professional FB and my professional Instagram will be pinned at the top of the chat and at the top of the link in the description. Also, make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram as well too, because I post over there as well too. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, or a loved one, send that to me through direct message on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Let me know about the civil rights attorneys involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved where I can join them in the fight for justice for you or your loved one. If it does involve a friend or a loved one and the same thing applies to you, see if they want to come on the channel, tell their story involving whatever, the police or whoever it involves. If they don't or you don't want to do that, you can also write a statement and I can get your statement out there along with pulling the public information. Either way works. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And make sure you come follow me over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram. And people just need to stop being racist, because otherwise you're going to end up on Young Tripp reactions, or your family is going to expose you, or somehow you're going to end up on my channel. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.